Hello, welcome to this series about Rugby League betting review for tonight's first playoff semi-final. It's at the DW Stadium between Wigan and Huddersfield. Obviously, amazing weekend last weekend. We've talked about it a few times on Sal. Wigan looked like they were going to win the league lead this year. Huddersfield looked like they were going to get a home semi-final, and all that come to nothing with Ryan Hall late try. Well, obviously the earlier penalty cost Huddersfield the home semi, and then obviously Ryan Hall's late try won the Shield for Leeds right in the last second after the hooter had gone. Unbelievable. Fantastic. Well, just a daft little bet to start with. I think a lot of Wigan fans probably point the finger at Simon Griggs for the mistake that led to the try for Hall at the end. Well, he could compound that misery for Wigan tonight by scoring the first try. That's 14-1. That's maybe it's one of them fun bets you kind of think of. History repeating itself. Willing to put more misery on the Warriors is 14-1. Anyway, to start with, Huddersfield getting 8 points start on the handicap, which is fair enough, I suppose, when you think that Wigan won up all three games between the two sides. But ironically, both home games that Wigan won against Huddersfield were by an exact 8-point margin. I think Wigan won a bit more comfortably at the DW. Anyway, I think this will be a little bit closer tonight. I mean, there's not much value on either side on the match bet, and I think Wigan are about 2-5, and Huddersfield 7-4. Huddersfield a very tough side. But anyway, these are the two best sides in the Super 8 competition. If it's starting from scratch like the middle 8 did, these two would have had 5 wins and 2 losses, so these two would have topped the section. I think Wigan would just have pinched it on points difference. I'm not 100% certain, but these two would have 5 out of the 7, which is better than any of the other 8 teams in the Super 8 process. So these are the two form sides actually going into the grand final. And this probably could well decide the winner of the grand final. This one, I fancy either of these two members to beat a tied-looking Leeds or Saints side at the Theatre of Dreams next week. But yeah, Wigan conceding. I fancy Wigan to win the game. Maybe but 2-5 is a little bit short, like I say. And obviously Huddersfield against 7-4. Wigan have won every game. Nobody's come away with anything from the DW this season. So you'd expect. I think Wigan could just about sneak home. Maybe it's 1-12 point Wigan win. That's about 13-8. So something around that. That's probably the value bet in this one. It really is a tough one to call, if I'm honest. You've got both sides look very, very good defensively. So I don't think this 20-point bet will come in where the team wins over 20 points. Probably a value bet for the game would probably be Wigan to win the game, but Huddersfield to be leading at half time. That's about 13-2. Now both Wigan wins at the DW against Huddersfield. I think Huddersfield were leading at some stage in the game. So the league could change hands a couple of times, and what could be a very, very tight encounter. But scorer bets, I mean, there's so many to choose from. All the sides are packed with try scores. You've got Wardle, and then obviously got McGilvery and Burgess, who were flying right at the top of the try scoring charts. Manfredi with there, who played more games. He scored 4 goals. His try for games ratio is tremendous. But it's a bit more value again. I think we'll look for value tonight. I think Flower at 6-1 to barge over a try any time in the game. Doesn't matter when he scores, he just needs to score. I think 6-1 for Ben Flower. I think he can barge over. There's always a try threat close in. He's very strong at getting over the line. So I think something like that could be where I'll be looking to this. Maybe it's a Wigan 1-5 point win, but I think probably more value with the Wigan by 1-12. I think this will be really, really tight. I don't see much in it. But I'd say on the handicap, I'd rather be with Huddersfield getting the 8-point start than I'm backing Wigan to beat that. I mean, if Wigan are winning by 6, they'd probably take the top goal option, which would be 7 points, you'd still be in for Huddersfield on that one. So yeah, it's going to be really, really tight games to call. This massive, massive game. Neither result would surprise you. Finally, the man of the match. We'll keep it simple as far as Huddersfield are concerned. If Huddersfield is to win, Bruff's going to have to play well. He'll have to control the game from the half. So about 8-1. That's fair enough value. There's 7-4 to win the game, so 8-1's fair enough value for Bruff. He'd have to have a good game if Huddersfield are to win this. And for Wigan, Bateman's always there and thereabouts. We've called him a few times. He's about 18-1. He's always popular with the Sky team because he's such a utility player now. He's been playing at centre when it's actually a second row. So I think they like things like that. So I'll be hard to overlook Bateman as well at 18-1. Because Smith's not been playing great. I mean, Williams would be a definite saver maybe if you're looking at Wigan, but for me, I think it'd be Bruff and Bateman on the man of the match. Like I said, tremendous game. Really, really enjoy it. Obviously, gamble responsibly. We don't want anyone losing too much money. Just fun bets. That's what we're about here at Sal. And we'll see you tomorrow. We're Saints against Leeds. See you then.